Jim Hendricks, the radio man, is simply marvelous as he tells us about life as a kid working in Tiger Stadium after school. Jim, we've talked to a lot of people, but I don't think I've talked to the clubhouse boy. Now, I know you did this in the long ago, in the early 1950s, and what was that all about, Tiger Stadium?
Tiger Stadium was a legend. Tiger Stadium was a draw. I can remember turning in 2-cent bottles, paper drives, just to get a 60-cent bleacher ticket. Have my mother pack a lunch, go down to that park at 11 in the morning. And those games didn't start till 3. I was hungry by game time. I loved the ballpark. I loved that stadium. And then I got a chance to be a clubhouse boy. I wrote to Steve O'Neill, and he wrote me back and told me it was Neil Conway, or Lefty Conway. They were hiring the clubhouse kids, which were bat boys and ball boys. I went down, interviewed, left an application, went to work in the commissary. In other words, stocking buns and hot dogs around the stadium. That's what we call ourselves, bun runners.
A bun runner?
Well, a bun runner is we take they say, hey, we need 14 dozen buns up in the concession stand number 14 in left field, and you go down the commissary, load up that cart, and push up those ramps. That was a bun runner, or hot dogs, or canisters of pop, whatever it took. We kept the concessions filled. And I got to see the ball game in between runs, peek out one of those runways and take a look. And the one day, I went back down to take my physical for a bun runner, as we call it. And I passed my physical, of course, to handle food. Went by the office, went one more time, walked in, said, hey, I'm still looking for a job. They said, come back Monday, this was a Friday, and we may have an opening. Well, I couldn't sleep the whole weekend. Got back there, got the job, couldn't believe it, was so enthralled. The next day was opening day, went to the convent, had to ask the Mother Superior for 16 half days off, and religion was one of the classes in the afternoon. And she gave it to me, as long as I kept my studies up. That's the closest I came to kissing a nun.
What was it like to be in that clubhouse, to see some of these great players walking, and you're a kid?
Yep, walking in and seeing Bob Filler, Joe DiMaggio, Don DiMaggio, Jimmy Pearsall before he had his problems, and Casey Stengel, who used to swipe my cheese sandwiches and give me $1 to go get some hot dogs. Running coffee for Joe DiMaggio. What a gentleman. And Ted Williams, very temperamental man in that clubhouse. He knew what he wanted. Told me one day, take my shoes out tomorrow in the morning, leave them out in center field. I want the sun to hit them to soften the leather. I did. Went swimming with Al Kaline, who was a rookie at that time. We're talking 1953. Storm came up. I thought, Ted Williams shoes. I raced back to that ballpark, ran out in that center field, and just as I got those shoes, it started to pour. I could see me giving Ted Williams soggy shoes for that night game.